Hey, we're gonna try to do some progress on Do It for the Vines. Cast 5 nature spells in a single turn, 25 times. Now this one I have a little bit of progress on because I started trying to do it during the period before I started making videos again, which means a couple of things. One, I do already have a deck for it, and two, because I already have a deck for it, I'm not gonna really show you like the core like I do for some of these. Um, but honestly, it's kind of a weird one. So, Druid nature spells, which means you couldn't do this just by using, for instance, Shaman. Uh, and if you wanted to do this using like Rogue or Priest, you would need a lot of card generation in order to be able to even possibly do it, and you would need to be facing a druid. So really, the only reasonable way to do this is to be a druid. And even so, it seems to me, like unless I'm missing some mechanic that makes this easier, it seems to me like you're not going to be able to make a lot of progress on this in any given game. So I'm glad that it's not anymore. Like I'm glad that this isn't tiered up to more than 25, because saving up 5 druid nature spells that are cheap enough to cast uh, in a single turn. I mean that kind of it's hard. So I'm gonna show you the deck that I made, and I'm gonna play a game and try to do this at least once during the game. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can do it a second time during the game, but I don't expect to be able to survive long enough to do it a third, or if I'm trying to not die. So let's get in there and see how it goes. Because this was a deck I already had built, honestly, I just didn't want to uh, delete it and start over so that I could show you just a core. But I think the key to this is basically the fact that Innervate and Lightning Bloom are nature spells. So certainly you could do like Innervate, Lightning Bloom, something else to get 5 nature spells in a turn. But I think more realistically or more usefully, if you want to try to get the like progress on this twice in a single game, like maybe nature study something, cast whatever that was, do an Innervate and a Lightning Bloom. Now you've cast 4 nature spells, and you've only used up, well, you used up 3 less mana than whatever you got off of nature studies, and 1 more spell in that turn would get you 5 nature spells in a turn. Maybe you can make that happen twice in the game. Uh, but yeah, it's like this one feels like it's just gonna take a while because it's just hard to get enough discounts or mana efficiency to really make that happen. So, well, let's see how it goes.
Malfurion versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
This is a bit higher of a mana curve than I really want to start with. I do like having the ability to draw on 3. I don't need to corrupt him. If I can, it's nice, but really, building up your hand in the beginning is the most important thing. So dropping that on 3 just to draw a card, that's fine. Or maybe, yeah, actually that's this could be a pretty big key on getting 5 in a turn, because if you Solar's Eclipse, say a Lightning Bloom, you can get a lot more mana that way.
You here for the tour?
So this guy's gonna be pretty aggressive. So, I might
For
just
the
not
wild.
even have time to do this. I think I'll just go ahead and actually summon a treant here just because I need the board presence. As much as I wanted to draw, I need time. So here I could do this, and then this, and then this. That's only 3. But yeah. I think I'm just gonna drop this, and if I can make use out of it later, then maybe I will. But I need to save these cards if I'm gonna try to do 5 in a turn, because I don't have enough mana to make it happen. Like, I can do this essentially for free, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, and he has to kill that. Wow, I actually needed that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get up to 7, but that's it. So I think the most important thing I could do right now is overgrowth.
For the wilds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I can get all of these done. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, and 1 Innervate. So I can't quite do that because actually maybe 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I could. Once I reach 10 mana, I could cast all 5 of these. Which makes me happy to see a taunt here that gets me armor. So next turn, what I can do, I can go Solar Eclipse, Innervate, which seems useless, but it's for the achievement. Then Wild Growth, Summon 2, then Wild Growth, Thorngrowth, Arbor up. It should set me back to 10. That's not even a nature spell. But I should go ahead and draw. It's free. Okay, okay. But right now, I need the taunt. And I need the taunt to be just a little bit bigger. And there I've actually made 1 progress. That was 5 nature spells, 5 druid nature spells in a turn. And I don't think I'm going to survive long enough to get another one. Yeah. And honestly, I think I was right that I needed to cast the Dark Moon Fair Arborist for the extra token just for the board presence, and I needed to cast that legendary 2/4 without even having any nature spells that I could cast along with him, just for the board presence to survive even that long, because he was a very aggressive deck. But I still did manage to get. Actually, let me double check. Yeah, I still did. So I was at 2, now I'm at 3. I still did manage to make 1 progress a turn. This achievement is going to be kind of like pulling teeth. If you see a mechanic or a trick or something that is going to make this easier, more reasonable, then please let me know, because I'm kind of at a loss here. Honestly, it's just like, well, certainly, it's kind of weird because certainly the Final Frontier, that is basically saying use Celestial Alignment with a bunch of really big stuff in your deck. Uh, and you could use Celestial Alignment to do the same thing here, but it's really weird. I don't think that's the answer they're thinking about, because they almost never have two. Well, I've never seen yet 2 different achievements. Actually, I have, haven't we? There were multiple achievements based off of Yogg-Saron, weren't there? Right, because there was one for getting all the different results, and then there was a different achievement for like winning the game using Yogg-Saron. Actually, I can look at that real quick. Yeah, spin the wheel to win the game. So there's one to spin the wheel of Yogg-Saron at all. There's one to win the game with it. And then there's Wheel of Misfortune, which is basically get all the outcomes. So there could, like, we have seen a case where there's 2 different achievements going based off of the same card. And I guess that could be what's happening here, but it feels weird if that's the case for a class achievement as opposed to a neutral one. Like Yogg-Saron was a pretty special card, and like you could get 2 reasonable achievements out of it. So I don't think that's what you're necessarily quote unquote supposed to do to make this work. But I don't know. If you have ideas, please let me know. Alright, have a good one.